between family members. Usually it's just a light scolding, kind of like us, you know? Interestingly, like people, crows hold funerals. Okay, maybe not the kind of funerals we hold, but a funeral nonetheless. If one crow dies, a flock of crows will surround the deceased. However, not only to mourn the dead, but also to figure out what killed their member. If they figure out it was a bird of prey or something of that nature, they will band together and chase the predator away. Crows and ravens are prominent figures in folklore and mythology around the world, often portrayed as evil portents of misfortune. And why is that? Because of how they look. They're large and black with a seemingly eerie mystery about them. Often even thought of as ugly. To make matters worse, they don't make particularly beautiful songs. Instead, it's that coarse caw. Surprising to many, though, crows are songbirds, as are all corvids. People often think that what makes a songbird is their ability to sing beautiful songs, and while many songbirds actually do sing lovely songs, there are plenty.
Hey guys, good morning and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's about 4 a.m., still getting up early for my workout today. Since it is Thanksgiving, I found this video on crows, and because I have Native American background and because Thanksgiving does have something to do with Native Americans, I thought I'd talk about this. So, I love crows and ravens. I walk at a dam up near here, a very large dam. There's 3 large dams in this area due to a huge flood back in the mid 50s, late 50s. There was a massive flood that tore apart Connecticut right up the middle and destroyed dozens of towns. And in this town in particular, there's 3 large dams around the town. I walk on top of one of them that it's a half mile long. So it's a mile back and forth. And I'll do about 6 miles on top of that dam. I love going up there. There's there's a whole recreation area down behind it that there's the small model planes that people fly. I've seen an amazing variety of planes up there. The small remote controlled planes. And I've actually seen jet remote control planes up there that just go incredibly fast. I don't even know how these people control these remote control planes flying around up there. So there's like a little airport set up for these remote control planes. Then on top of that, there's a whole large area for hunting, for turkey hunting, deer hunting. I mean, I see all these. I've heard bobcats up there. I've gone up there at 4 a.m. when it was still dark, and through my life, I've heard this ungodly. Anybody that's heard a bobcat will know what I'm talking about. This ungodly screech when 2 of them get in a fight. You'll hear the brush. You'll hear things just tearing apart in the brush, and these screeches and screams that echo for miles. It's a bizarre thing to hear. It's scary. If you don't know what it is, you'll probably be running in the other direction. Um, I've seen a bobcat walked right across in front of me, right in front of my car, just not too long ago. Not a care in the world. I see deers, foxes cross the road up there. It's full of wildlife. And then on top of that, there's 7 miles of paths that go up to the next town. I made a video about this deserted highway. They plopped this dam down on top of the main street in my town. And then they built another highway on the side. So there's a deserted road that runs into one side of the dam, stops, and then all of a sudden just continues more or less out the other side of the dam, where they just put the dam on top of it. And that deserted road, this pavement, it's kind of spooky. It goes up for 7 miles through the woods with guardrails, deserted stairs going up to a house that's no longer there. Not a soul around for miles. It's a strange place, man. Uh, it's like the town just disappeared up there, and there's just no one, just the deserted main street. It's a weird thing, but I want to talk about the crows. So I've been going up to walk there. This is one of the first things that helps me get clean and sober. Once I started feeling better and I was getting medically assisted treatment, I all of a sudden I realized I didn't need the heroin and everything anymore, and I started to feel ambitious and normal again. It was a wonderful feeling, and I wanted to do something normal. It was just an amazing feeling to get a desire to do something normal again. And so I went for walks. I started out with a small 10, 15-minute walk, one way on the dam. And that just developed into going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I started losing weight. I started getting in shape. And it was a great time to get my blood moving and it was a great time just to think about the day early in the morning. Um, and there's these crows up there that have been watching me for years. And they were very skittish at first. Lately, for the last couple of years, I'm the only person I could walk within 4 or 5 feet of these crows, and they are huge, beautiful birds. I think these are ravens. They're about almost probably 18 inches tall, and there's a pair of them up there, and I could tell they were a pair. They preen each other like they talk about in this video. And I'll walk by and they squawk and they have a huge mouth, a huge beak that opens up, and it looks scary, but I know they're not being vicious because they recognize me. And they'll let me walk right by them, and it's freaky, man. And people have seen this and they're spooked by it because they're like, "How come these birds look at you and they let you come right up to them?" And it's really cool, man. I love it. Like I said, I've been going. These birds have been seeing me up there for like 10, 12 years. And they know me and they trust me. It's a very cool thing. I'll try to take some videos. I see I'm running out of time again. I'm having problems with this memory card. So I'm going to have to cut this video a little short. I'm sorry. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. I wish I could have talked a little more about the crows, but have a great Thanksgiving.
Over the years. They are native birds, this land is theirs, and we should be embracing them. They deserve our love and appreciation because under that mysterious black attire lies a misunderstood, beautiful bird full of interesting behaviors, some that are even similar to our own. In this video, I want to help people to see these birds in a new light and understand them a little better. Enjoy. Just as humans are monogamous for the most part, crows too tend to stick with one partner, but they may take it more seriously than we do because pairs often remain together for life. They do break up sometimes though. Interestingly, they don't always run off to find a mate as soon as they are sexually mature, which is around 2 years of age. Often, it can be as many as several years before a crow will look for a mate. Maybe that's why their relationship success is better than ours. Until then, they remain with their parents and other siblings from previous years. Once a pair is together, though, it's a fairly close union. During the mating period, the male guards his female, and once egg laying begins, the male stays close